All right, today on Go, we are paintballing with Edmonton Impact. Coming up, the art of parkouring, a foodie extravaganza, Edmonton's Joe Nolan, and fall-time foliage. Check it out, my new digs, trying out a new look on the show. Welcome to an all-new episode of Bobdale Gloves Go Edmonton. I'm your host, Dani Giesbrecht, and we are here at Paintball Action Games having an amazing time with some pretty special characters. I have to introduce you to the Edmonton Impact team. They are world famous in the paintballing sport. We have Zach, Zane, Justin, Josh, and owner Bart. All right, get ready for an amazing show, but we are starting the show with another extreme sport, a piece by videographer Mike Waterhouse. Here is a look at parkouring.
The line leader. I'm the line. I'm in. You guys all do it.
That crazy kid from the town you never heard of. But that's all, we got black gold and we're stuffing beef up in your burgers.
Parkour is pretty much the raw form getting from point A to point B in the quickest, most efficient way possible. You can't explain it unless you've tried it. It's just a different kind of thrill.
Parkour is an ever-evolving sport. You got people who invent new moves almost every day.
I am the Goonie years. I am the Goonie years. What? I am the Goonie years. What? I am the Goonie years.
Shots big shine, boy. Do it.
The Edmonton community for parkour is actually really friendly, and it's not so much competitive as it is supportive. So you'll always get people encouraging each other and all that.
It's just fun, great group of people. They'll all support you through what you're trying to get into, trying to learn.
It's crazy seeing the sport develop in the city for over 8 years now. It's come a long way as far as progression. It's started from something so basic and so minimal, and now there's so many ways you can take it.
Yes, what? I am the Goonie years. What? I am the Goonie years. What? I am the Goonie years. What? I am the Goonie years.
Shots big shine, boy. Do it.
Typically in gymnastics, you have a specific space, but then in parkour, you have everywhere. You can be downtown, you can be in a farm, you can be almost anywhere.
I think it's one of those sports that anyone could just jump into. One thing you actually have to learn is know your body's limits. If you feel uncomfortable trying to do something, then don't do it.
I am the Goonie years. What? 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 I am the Goonie years.
Shots big shine, boy. Do it.
Holy crap!
Excellent, thanks for that, Mike. And the soundtrack that you heard underneath that story, that was by Joe Thrills. He is going to be playing at Union Hall on September 11th, so make sure you check that out. I'm now here with Zachary, and Zachary, you and your brother both play on the team. Tell us how you got started in the first place.
It's actually a long story. I'll try to sum it up as best I can. It was my cousin that played when he was in Miami on a family vacation, and he brought it back and showed us the game, and we immediately fell in love. It was really tough to convince my dad to get to play because my family wasn't a gun family or a marker family.
Mm-hmm.
So we eventually convinced him to play, and ever since then, it's been just been in love with the sport.
It's a family affair. Your mom is here looking over from the sidelines. Joe, give us a wave. And your brother, that's not your brother, is it? No, your brother's over there somewhere. And we're going to see all of your teammates on the show, or at least half. We have 5 out of 10 today. And your dad is also the owner of the team.
That's right. Yeah.
So it went from no guns at all to everyone's involved.
I think once he played, he really realized that they are not firearms. We like to call them markers. They're toys, essentially. Mm-hmm. And after he realized that, it was open the floodgates. Let's play every weekend. Let's have as much fun as we can. So.
Okay, and Zach, you guys have been having a lot of fun and doing a lot of traveling for the sport and doing amazingly. Let's start with your latest trip and what happened in Malaysia as well.
Our latest trip was in Riverside, California. We traveled down for 2 weekends, one to practice, one to play in the tournament. We ended up placing second in the event. So it was a really close game in the end. We really tried hard to win, but just not quite there. Malaysia, we participated in last year in November. Just another big worldwide tournament. It's actually called the World Cup of Asia. We ended up winning that tournament, playing against other American teams and teams from Malaysia and actually all over the world. So it was really exciting as well.
Your dad tells me you're number 3 in the world right now, and number 3 in the States, number 2 in Europe.
That's right, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. We're pretty excited about it. Basically what happens is a tournament series, so you gain points, you play 4 to 5 tournaments a year, you get points per tournament. So right now the way it's seeded, we're 3rd in North America with an opportunity to place 1st in the series if we win the last event, which is really exciting. And in Europe right now we're in 2nd place right behind the French team. So again, we're in position to win the series overall in both leagues.
What did I get myself into today? I am playing with the top 5 players in Canada and across the world, number 3. This is, you're gonna kill me, aren't you?
We'll go easy on you.
Okay, well thanks so much, Zach. We're gonna take a quick break on Go. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. After the break, we have the scoop on a hyper-local foodie extravaganza. All that and more next. Welcome back to the show. If you're just tuning in now, we're at Paintball Action Games and we are getting ready for a very exciting 3-on-3 game of paintball. I am with my teammates Zach and Josh, and then we have Zane, Justin, and Bart on the opposing team. And quickly, we're gonna run through the rules because this is all very, very new to me. And I am here with Zach once again. Zach, how does it work?
So basically it's 5-on-5, capture the flag. Each team starts at opposing ends. The field is exactly the same both ways. The goal is to shoot all the other players off the field and then collect the flag and hang it on the other end for the win.
So capture the flag-esque, right?
Exactly.
Okay, and just so you know, I am wearing some gear, but not very much of it. The guys actually weren't gonna give me any protective gear to start. I saw them putting on all their special pads and whatnot, and they gave me this jumper with nothing underneath. So I am wearing a couple of armbands and a chest piece, but that's about it. So I've never been hit by a paintball before. How much does it actually hurt?
Some people compare it to a bee sting.
That's not good at all. That makes me feel way worse about this.
It's probably gonna hurt you a little bit more than it does us.
And we're not, no headshots, right?
All headshots.
What? Okay, all right. Okay, well, we get ready to start this game. Up next, Angelica Grensky is taking a look at a local foodie extravaganza.
Thanks, Dana. When it comes to celebrating our land and its beautiful bounty, what better way to do so than by sitting down and enjoying a delicious meal? That's where local top chef Blair Lepsat comes in. Now, chef, you are going to be putting on an event called Nature's Nourishment, a great foodie event. Tell our viewers what they can expect.
Well, what we've done is we've just decided to come up with a 5-course menu, and this menu is going to really, evolve from what the land is giving us. When we're out at Prairie Gardens, we will be going through the gardens. We'll be planning the menu around what grows beside each other, what is in season right now, and again, what the best of the best is right now. A lot of times at events like this, I do really like to plan the menu around what grows beside each other, around what people are going to be seeing. So if we have the backdrop of the cornfield where we're eating, I definitely want to have corn on the menu. Same thing with tomatoes. Tam grows some beautiful tomatoes out there. Let's see what is growing beside them, what herbs are there, and we'll match those herbs up with the tomatoes, and we'll design a menu around that. We're also doing wine pairings with this event.
Wine.
So we will be having different Canadian wines with each course.
Okay.
And then we'll also be looking for some of those great wild things. We love to garnish the plates with wild and edible flowers that are from out there. So we have nasturtiums and we'll have sunflowers, items like that. And it's just a great way to show people what the land has to offer, and a fun way to enjoy the evening while benefiting a great cause.
Lovely. I love the whole local movement. Now, this is in conjunction with the Edmonton Area Land Trust. I'm being joined now by Pam White. Now, Pam, tell me the mandate of your non-for-profit agency.
Well, we're responsible for acquiring land and then looking after it, and it's natural areas. So we use volunteers, they look after these natural areas in perpetuity for the use of people so they can enjoy it. And I understand from the chef that he's got some ideas about how to incorporate some of the wild foods that the land gave us long before there were settlers into this menu, so that it can truly be nature's nourishment event, and we're really excited about it.
Wonderful. It sounds like it's going to be a great night out. Love the wine. The food is going to be fantastic. If you'd like to learn some more information about Nature's Nourishment, we encourage you to head online to ealt.ca. Reporting here at Range Road Restaurant, Chef Lepsak's restaurant, I'm Angelika Gravensky for Go Edmonton.
Woo! Thanks for that! Woo! My God! Okay. All right. Whoa! 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 Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Once again, these guys are some of the top players in the world. Ow! My God! Okay. I think I just got my fingers. Oh no! All right. So I don't know what this means, but I think I'm dead. And I still have all my fingers. We're gonna take a quick break on Go. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. After the break, this Edmonton performer is ready to sweep you off your feet with his beautiful melodies. Woo! Welcome back to the show. If you're just tuning in now, we're at Paintball Action Games and trying the sport of paintball out. These guys are These guys are actually a world famous team. They're number 2 in Europe, number 3 in North America. Whoops, that's not where anyone is. All right, I'm gonna try and find a target here and protect my face. This mask is really hot, but obviously very necessary. Okay, well, coming up next, Kimberly Wynn. It's time for an all-new Press to Play segment.
Were you there when the castles falling?
By the sound of his lyrics, you'd think Joe Nolan was a 60-year-old man trapped in a young body. But the Edmonton-based artist is only 23 and in the middle of a landmark year for his career in roots music. Born in Fort Saskatchewan, his father was responsible for introducing him to the guitar.
My dad always played guitar around the house, and he kind of showed me some chords when I was 11 or 12, and then I just started playing it like for hours and hours every day, and taught, just in my bedroom and listening to records and kind of self-taught, and been playing ever since then.
A milestone in his career hit when he turned 18 years old. He was asked to play at the world-renowned Edmonton Folk Music Festival.
Edmonton's such a great music community, and I'm lucky enough to meet Rhea March for that, and she's cultivated so many great young artists, and I was just really lucky to be able to be part of that, and it was an experience I'll always remember.
I love you forever.
Joe's been compared to Bob Dylan and Neil Young, so it's only fitting he often pays tribute to the legends on stage.
For me, the most important thing is songwriting and lyrics, and those guys are masters at that.
But when it comes to collaborating with legends,
I'd really love to do a duet with Emmylou Harris. I think she's an angel on earth, and I think she's one of the greatest singers put on this planet.
the young singer-songwriter is on the cusp of a major breakthrough. He's just been signed to Six Shooter Records, a respected label based out of Toronto. Now, they only sign the best of the best.
I love that label, and it's crazy how it happened because I've known that label since 16 years old, and I've always kind of dreamed about being part of it, and it's just pretty cool for me.
Joe has shared the stage with many artists going coast to coast, but like they say, there's no place like home.
I've traveled around a little bit to a lot of cities, and every city's different, but Edmonton is, I guess I'm biased because it's home, but it's there's such a strong community and a supportive community, and I've got to meet so many great people and a great group of friends here through music, and we all have so much fun and support each other.
Look out for his new record and be sure to follow him on Twitter and Facebook. For Press to Play, I'm Kimberly Wynn.
Excellent. Thanks for that, Kim. I am now here with Shant Chakmakian. He's one of our sizzling 20 under 30 nominees for 2013. And this is always very fun for me because I get to meet all of the sizzlers. Coming to a nice place like paintballing, where I'm looking like a total scrub and you look absolutely phenomenal. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Shant.
Well, I guess I feel a little out of place here, but being in a paintball arena kind of reminds me of the other times I've gone paintballing, so it's definitely
there we go.
It's definitely a nice reminder that I should go back soon. In terms of about myself, I'm the president of SC Systems. I also sit on the board of directors for JCI as director of strategic partnerships, and just really being involved in the community and my business has been really fun.
Well, obviously you've been making a name for yourself because you've been recognized as one of the top 20 young professionals here in Edmonton. All of these people that are recognized have to do some sort of volunteering. So tell us about your volunteering.
So my volunteer services really ranged over the past year. I've done roughly around 400 hours in different categories. Some of them have been volunteering for NASAP, Northern Alberta Animal Shelter, really great group. Singing bass in the Singing Christmas Tree for 2 years now.
Very nice.
And just really getting involved in the community in any way I can.
Awesome. What's your favorite Christmas song to sing? Do you want to give us a little taste of that beautiful bass?
I haven't warmed up yet, but I definitely I think a lot of the medleys that we do are really good, and there's a lot of great moving pieces when you sing on the Singing Christmas Tree, and I'm just one of about 150 people on that tree, so I look forward to doing it again this year.
Do you know who nominated you?
I had a few people nominate me, so I had some of my clients and some people that I've worked with that have nominated me, and it was really an honor to be nominated, and I look forward to receiving the award, but more importantly I look forward to finding the next generation of sizzlers and seeing them come forward. So I'm excited to be a part of that, and as an alumni and moving forward, and actually see the future leaders come forward.
And that's a great point, because a lot of the 2012 sizzlers I know have nominated for people for 2013, and it seems to be the trend every year.
James Canal, who was one of the 2012 sizzlers, nominated me.
And what would you like to say to James?
James, I'd like to say thank you very much. We've enjoyed a friendship and a business relationship over the past many years, so it's gonna be nice, and I look forward to seeing him at the event.
There we go. Are you sure you don't want to join me for some paintballing before we end the show?
Do you have any suit-friendly coveralls?
Well, this is what you're gonna get.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll see if I can really twist your arm, because something tells me he has to go. You said business? Well, maybe we'll get him to. You stay tuned and we'll find out if he's going to be joining us on the field. We'll be right back here on Go Edmonton. Stay tuned. We're talking fall time foliage with Brad Walker after the break. Woo! Welcome back to the show. If you're we are playing paintball with the guys from Edmonton Impact. Oh my God, I'm out of paint. Wait, come on. I've got a jam. Is that even possible? All right, so we are going to be having some fun here. But coming up next, Brad Walker is talking about all the plants you can buy in fall and where they go. Take a look.
It's going into fall, and most people think planting season is over. Not so.
The reason people are thinking of packing it in is because the annuals are looking tired, the petunias are covered in aphids. That's why they're thinking of not gardening anymore. But actually, this is the best time to get some fresh color into your garden, because we still have a couple months of good, solid weather ahead.
But what kind of plants?
Mums are the best thing. These are our mums. They're just starting to pop. Mums are the best thing to put out because they love cool. They love cool temperatures, and they bloom like crazy. They're going to be hardy to about -8. Other great things, pansies are extremely hardy. Lots of different kinds of grasses. Kale, extremely hardy as well. So there's lots of stuff that can go in the garden right now.
Another thing you might want to do this time of year is get rid of more of those pesky ants.
A ton of ants this year. They love the heat, and all the moisture in the ground is actually bringing them to the surface. So the type of ant you're getting, the little black ones, they're of the Formica species. They're called field ants. very common, very harmless, but red ones, pharaoh ants, little peach buggers, and big carpenter ants, things like this can cause a big problem. If you want to get rid of them, best way every time you water your garden, soak the anthill down. Just make it into a mud pit so it collapses their tunnels and they can't build new ones. If that doesn't work, grab a spade shovel, dig into the mound as deep as you can, flip it over, and have a big pot of rolling, boiling water. And dump it right in, hopefully to the exposed underbelly bits, the nurseries, etc. They hate that.
So plants and ants sounds just like summer. Brad Walker for Go Edmonton.
All right, thanks so much for that, Brad. Shoot 'em up and run! All right, guys, come on, bring it on, baby! Woo! All right, we've had a great time with Paintball Action Games. Splat is a beautiful sound, let me tell you. Woo! There we go. Okay, my legs! All right, that is the show. I've been your host, Dana Giesbrecht. Remember, woo!